Cheers, so far back. Okay, coffee. I just updated my computer, so it's going to be a little slow right now. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about whether or not Vaxxers are the real losers. A little update to one of our previous podcasts. So we're going to jump right on in. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I've done a half-cast episode. I even got a laptop up right in front of me to try and make sure I have some facts correct. But I was recently watching a YouTube video that was talking about our antibiotics and how amazing they are. So our antibiotics have been so good and effective that they've been killing a lot of bacteria like mad. And then this is great because it keeps us healthier and helps us live longer. However, the con side to this is that this bacteria has been trying to evolve and adapt to survive. And it's essential that bacteria evolves and survives. The downside to having all these antibiotics and it evolving with the antibiotics is that we're hitting a point where it doesn't matter what antibiotics we give ourselves, that this bacteria will be immune to all of it. It was kind of interesting because recently we did the podcast talking about Vaxxers or a loser, right? And we're like, oh man, if you're not a Vaxxer, you're a loser. But that's not entirely the case because it seems like if these bacteria become like super bacterias and they're adapting to where no vaccination can kill them, well, then I guess Vaxxers are the real losers in the end. And I've always been one to I'm not really against vaccinations per se, but I'm more of get vaccinations when needed, not when told to, or, I would have to be like deathly sick before I will like take Advil, Like I don't think I just get a little migraine, take some Advil. No, I let my body do its thing, and then when I need the assistance, then I go for it. But with us being so prone to using antibiotics for everything all the time, these bacteria are adapting to the point that it doesn't matter what you throw it at anymore, it will survive. So I saw a couple of YouTube videos. Let me pull this up real quick before I say any more. That's what it was. I was watching a YouTube video from a YouTuber named Joe Scott, and he was talking about a possible apocalypse that could happen because of our overusage of antibiotics. And it was just kind of interesting to listen to the video. He's got a bunch of reference over there. You should probably check out his stuff. The video is a little bit old. I think it was post 10 months ago. It says, the title of it is, Are We on the Verge of a Post-Antibiotic World? Basically, the video is about if bacteria becomes this super thing, which there has been small cases where it doesn't matter what antibiotics you throw at it, these super bacteria will survive. There's been a few cases of that, and it seems to be more and more as time has progressed. But the video is about if it keeps going, if we'll end up having to move away from antibiotics to more of the older methods. So it is a kind of an interesting watch. And it was kind of funny to be watching that like literally 2 days after we post the Vaxxer or a loser thing. Because then I was like, well, I guess those Vaxxers are the real losers here. Which, I don't know. I think it's kind of comical. Maybe we do need to pull back and allow nature to kind of balance itself out before we kind of kick in, like have, maybe I'm a little off topic here. It's not really my expertise, but I know when you go to like plant crops, you're supposed to cycle on and off certain crops, and it helps the soil out. Otherwise, if you keep planting the same thing over and over, that soil becomes bad, and then it's no longer usable. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a farmer, so maybe I'm like way off. I just kind of know a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think about these super bacterial bugs. I definitely encourage to do some read. Again, like this is kind of like new territory. It's not like one of those things that is like way out. Like there's not a whole lot of studies. Like the whole antibacterial or kind of stuff, that's all new. Like us using antibiotics is not something that's been around for very long. Like it kind of has been, but like as time has progressed, we've been using it more and more, and we're seeing more of the effects of overusing it. So I don't know what the official long term is. There's this right now, the apocalypse thing is a theory. There might be the possibility that we might be able to outbeat these super bacteria things. I don't know. Like, oh my gosh, I keep fucking getting interrupted. But yeah, guys, just let me know what you guys think. Do you think there's a possible antibiotic apocalypse upon us? Or do you think we'll somehow find a way around it? I don't know. It is something that I've kind of had the top of my head. I always thought to myself, like, if I don't get a whole lot of shots, my body will naturally produce stuff to fight against these things. And then if I ever need it, it'll be there. But, I mean, I guess if the bacteria evolve to a way that there's no antibiotics in the end that will help, then I'm really just kind of, I'm not doing any good for me other than helping my immune system figure it out myself. I don't know. It was just kind of interesting, though. So, Vaxxer or anti-vaxxer? We might just be both losers.
I got this, man, I got it. I will not quit, I'm on it. Never off it. Got the block lit, I'm toxic. Spitting logic, make them nauseous. Honest, can I stop this? Never cautious, drop it. I'm the hardest. Knock, knock, bitch, watch it. I'm the fucking king of rock, bitch.